Hello everyone, welcome back to another Raiders video. In this video, I'll be giving my reaction to the Raiders trading Davante Adams to the Jets, so let's get into it. So finally, the Raiders have granted the trade request of Adams and have sent him to the New York Jets, where he probably preferred to go anyway, to reunite with Aaron Rodgers. So the details are the Raiders get a conditional third-round pick that turns into a second-round pick if he either gets a first-team or second-team All-Pro, or the Jets make an AFC Championship and he's healthy. So yeah, the second one's not going to happen because the Jets are still poverty in my opinion, but the first one is definitely more possible. I just don't know the chance of that happening because he already missed 3 games. I'm just not sure if he's going to accumulate those stats to get to the All-Pro point, especially with Garrett Wilson also out there. But hopefully, that's what I would want. I would want him to rack up the stats, but the Jets still lose games. So, you know, he gets his All-Pro. We get a second-round pick instead of a third-round pick. But I'm not even expecting that to happen. I'm already ready for it to be a third-round pick because I just don't see him getting those stats. I definitely don't see the Jets getting to the AFC Championship. So, could be a third-round pick only. But the positive is, apparently, the Jets are taking on his entire his contract. They're going to restructure it this year, and going forward, that's up to them. But for us, it looks like they're going to free up a lot of that money, which is absolutely a great thing to see. We're going to have over $100 million in free agency next year in cap space. So listen, this could be a great thing going forward. We're going to talk about it. The trade details, I'm okay with it. I think a very desperate Jets team trying to trade for him, and that's why they took on the salary. They took on a third-round pick, or gave us a third-round pick. Could be a second-round pick. I'm happy that we got that. I'm not upset about the package. It just not look realistic to get a straight-up second-round pick. And again, the money we freed up, it's a huge thing. He's 31, going to be 32 next offseason. Aaron Rodgers, who knows how long he's going to be playing. That team is still kind of dysfunctional in my opinion. They lost on Monday Night Football, a very close game. Robert Saleh, I think that was a very premature firing by them. I thought he was a nice head coach for them. Thought he had the defense straight. And the problem was play caller, which they changed. And I'm not sure how long that's going to, they had a nice little boost scoring 20 points on Monday night, but I'm not sure how long that's going to last. I think that they're still not that good of a team, and they're not going to be a good team with Davante Adams. If I'm wrong, that's fine, but I don't care about them. I care about us. The Raiders, obviously not going to, help us this year, but I think going forward, this could actually be a good move. When the trade rumors came out, not rumors, but when he first requested the trade, I was not a fan of this. I was like, oh, it's going to be bad for us. But now taking a more backseat approach to it, it might actually be a good idea for the future because he is 31, about to be 32. He has a very large cap in the next 2 years. Out of the 5-year deal that he does have, the last 2 years are the most expensive. So we're getting away from that, We paid him the first 3 years. Next 2 years are going to be a lot more expensive, and we're not going to have to pay that. So that's good. For a receiver who, he's not washed or anything, of course not, but he's had some dips. And I don't think I even said it last year, but I could have said it last year. A lot of people did say it. The quarterback play was a huge part of it, sure, but he just went down. His drops, he had a lot of drops. Against Carolina, week 3, he had 2 drops. So he's still an elite receiver, but let's be real. Let's look at all the amazing receivers in the NFL. He is not top 10 receiver anymore. Let's be real. Look at all the good receivers in the league. He's not really top 10 receiver. As insane to say, 2 years ago, you can argue he was number 1 or number 2 with him or Jefferson. Before that, he was definitely the number 1. He chose to come here and didn't work out for him. You can say both sides of it, right? You can say kind of gave up or whatever, requested a trade when you're 2-2, but at the same time, we didn't give him what he really wanted. We got rid of Derek Carr. Then after that, we did not give him a franchise quarterback. We've been dysfunctional for a long time. So it falls on both sides. But I think that, again, for us, it could help us going forward. Because here's the thing. Got rid of the contract. Have a lot of money now. Got rid of a guy that does not want to be here. Anyway, we're going to be paying him a lot of money for who knows how much production. Because he was not going to be as good as he was in the past. He's 31 years old. That's not saying he randomly fell off. Age does matter. He's 31. About to be 32. Which is a definite factor in production falling off. So I think that we have all that money to use. We have draft capital. Well, extra draft capital now. Quarterback is the main thing. In terms of receiver, I'm not really too concerned about that right now because I'm not really thinking about how can we replace him because, okay, wide receiver 1, that might be hard to replace, but if you look at pass catchers, we have a guy named Brock Bowers who's pretty good. So that could be your pass catcher number 1. And your second option could be Jacoby Myers, who has 1 year left on his deal next year. And he's pretty solid for us. Trey Tucker, only getting more experience. I like him as well. When we drafted him, I was not a fan of him, but now I kind of do like him. I kind of do like him now. So, you don't have to go out there and try and find a receiver one to replace him, because what I think they should do is they should just find the franchise quarterback round one. I don't think there's going to be a historic run of 6 quarterbacks in the top 12 this time, so I think we will get the quarterback this time. Running game has to get figured out. There has to be a good running back in there, but also the offline has to get figured out also. Now, I think that we already have some nice pieces. I think Glaze should be the guy going for the right tackle. JPJ at left guard. I'm not a fan of how Andre James to play this season, but I'm still a fan of him as a player. I'll keep him at center. Miller, that's a whole different story. We're going to have to figure something out there. Parham as well at right guard. You know, he's been actually solid this year, even though I thought he had a down year last year. But, you know, the O-line is not even too far away, in my opinion, because I think Miller, even though he's having a down year, is still good enough to keep him. Parham, same deal. And then Andre James, same deal. And then you have promising guys in JPJ and Glaze. So I think that the O-line really should get it going as we move forward here. And you know, running back is also a thing as well. This running back draft class does not look too bad. So hopefully they are able to find, you know, the balance there. Because if we get a rookie quarterback, they're going to need a run game, not a run game that's ranked number 30th in the league or whatever. But basically, this move is going to, in my opinion, help the team in the future. Got rid of the contract, have a lot of cap space. We can now build this thing up. Of course, planning on getting a franchise quarterback next year. Hopefully, figuring out the run game. The defense, there's a lot of key free agents which we have money to re-sign. Splain, Hobbs, Merrick, Goons, you know, Epps, you choose who we're going to bring back. Splain is a definite to bring back for sure. On a nice little 2-year deal, something like that. But yeah, this year, yeah, it might not be that good. And that's going to prove me very wrong. I said 10-7, wildcard berth. Not looking close so far. But for the future, I think it really does look bright. I think that AP's still the guy, Telesco's still the guy, and Patrick Graham's still the guy. You need a new offensive coordinator after season is over, in my opinion. But they still have the foundation pieces in the building. Maybe it's more delusion, but I think this team does not look that bad for the future. This year, yeah, we might have been wrong, or at least I was wrong. I mean, I think most of the fan base is pretty optimistic this year. Even though it might be bad this year, the Jets might go on a nice little run. By the way, by that I mean like 9 wins, because they're not going to be that good in my opinion still. But after this season, I think we can build a wall going forward. But anyway, that's my reaction to the Raiders trading wide receiver Davante Adams to the Jets. I'm Marcel, and thank you for watching.